All right. Welcome to Bloom in Full Color, where we live life in high definition. I'm Jennifer Moss. I've got PJ and Dave with me again today.
Hi there.
We did not do a wardrobe change in between. That's okay.
No.
That's all right.
No.
You know. Okay. So today we're talking about salads as a main course.
Food.
But I didn't really follow my own rules when I wrote it. So if anybody knows me, or hell, if you listen to me, you probably understand it. I'm a disruptor. I don't follow rules well. I'm not good at it. These two are both looking at me like, what did you do yesterday? Mm-hmm. Okay. So one of those things is I don't like to buy stuff at the store. I like to make things from scratch. And let me tell you.
Man, are you weird?
Yeah. Apparently, for my generation, I'm very strange.
In all the best ways.
Yep. Now, that helps that I'm allergic to half the planet. So that's part of the reason. But also, I believe in real flavor. So my kids will go anywhere and go, that food was kind of bland, because they're used to my cooking. Okay, but I want to share with you guys one thing that is the reason my husband fell in love with me. Okay, so first off, I need a big shout out to Ballard Cheese over in Gooding.
Right here in Gooding.
So this is the Idaho grilling cheese. All right.
Halloumi.
So, yeah, Greek halloumi. Right? All right, so it's a Greek recipe, whatever that means. It's probably from Greece, I would assume. Also, I make a pineapple habanero jelly. I know this is going to be a little hot for you. Just keep the flakes out of your bite, okay? That's best case scenario. All right.
You know, if we have a real emergency, then we'll just get all this on tape.
You got a water bottle on your
Zach
back.
is trained in
Okay.
CPR.
Yeah.
Zach is trained in CPR.
I have no milk.
We're going to turn the camera immediately to you
Yeah,
when you two start. Just so
And
you know.
it will be used in the insurance case against us. That's all right. It was on the work training. Oh, God. Our insurance people would be so impressed with
they'd be
us.
mad. Real
Okay,
mad.
so what I did is I took the brick of cheese and I sliced it up and diced it, and I grilled both sides. So you ate this cheese before.
Yes.
So, but you have an idea of it. It changes the texture.
Well, so it's so just if you haven't tried this before,
It's
raw,
like squeaky cheese.
It's very feta. It has a feta type. It's very dry, pretty salty when you're
pretty salty,
pretty darn salty. And I would say a little rubbery, a little more rubbery than feta. This is not a negative thing. Yeah, squeaky cheese. It's squeaky cheese. Yes, it is.
Cheese. All right, so I'm gonna use my bowl as a plate here.
Once you fry it up, so
I'm gonna make you both your own little wheat thin.
Well, then, okay. Look,
I like she cut the cheese into the wheat thin
there's
sized.
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that wheat thin. All right, and then.
And this is how you served your future husband to be, is just like this. You're throwing the whole presentation deal down.
Okay. On camera. And Zach, I'm gonna make one for
you. Would definitely make one for Zach. He's starving, the poor guy.
I can already. Smells hot. I'm afraid.
You shouldn't be afraid.
All right, here we go.
So good.
So first off, I like sweet and spicy together. That's like an absolute.
Right?
See, that's good, huh?
That was an
That is good.
right? That was an
Zach's known as a
Yeah.
absolutely.
Whoa, we got an F-bomb out of the cameraman. Yes.
This is fire.
Oh, it's so good.
And it was stupid easy. All I did was, obviously I made pineapple habanero jelly last summer. I keep a stash of this because it's like crack at my house. And if I don't have any, like, I'm almost in trouble with my husband. And I just look at him like, I'm a business owner. I don't have a lot of time. And this is the hill you want to die on? Okay. But this stuff is now, eat away.
More.
You can have as much as you want.
So, what else with this? What else would be good with that?
Oh, God. You could make it as a grilled cheese. You could have it with
we cut them a little
jellies.
thicker. So she cut these really thin, and she cut them really. So basically, she cut them to wheat thin size.
Yes.
We tend to cut them a little bit more like a mozzarella stick.
That's fair.
And what you end up with is the crispy outside and then the little soft cheese in the middle. This is a lot more of the crunchy, which is still delicious. I'm not complaining.
Exactly.
No, it's good.
But just a little texture difference.
So up in Boise, I think it's at Fork, and then they have it down at Bitter Creek Brewery, I think. They both use Ballard cheese, and they do grilled cheeses. And then you can do grilled cheese wheat like croutons. You can use these for croutons and tomato soup.
There you go.
We dip these. We fry them up, and we'll dip them in marinara, just like a mozzarella
cheese stick.
just like a cheese stick.
All
So
right.
it goes with red
It's
sauce.
fire.
It's
Yeah.
so
Good
good.
stuff.
And interesting, nothing required in the pan. Cheese in the
Nothing.
hot pan. There's
You don't
no
have to
oil.
oil
There's
it,
no breading.
nothing.
Really?
Yep.
It creates all its own oil.
Absolutely. It's fire.
So one damn ingredient, which is almost always the best food, is the least amount of ingredients. You go, this is amazing. What's in it? 3 things.
Oh, wait till next episode, which I forgot to. You guys talk for a second.
I warned you too. She's getting ready. We got dessert coming after this. So
this is good. If you haven't tried it, this is the good stuff.
So and we obviously we want you to support Idaho companies. So Ballard Cheese Company is awesome. But the take home for this is halloumi style. So anybody that makes a halloumi cheese, it's called grilling cheese.
Hi, Zach.
Hi.
Jennifer who is what I just heard come out of that. Is that not delicious?
Blooming full color.
Or something you've never seen or heard of before?
It's really good.
Yeah.
I was expecting to suffer, but
suffer.
Yeah.
The opposite.
This is the stuff that to me that impresses. Like just very few ingredients, done really simple. Crazy good idea. I was just snacking on it because Jennifer turned her head before we started filming and I was starving. So I just started snacking and I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was like a feta she was going to put into the salad. So I snitched a couple pieces and she goes, you know what that is? I go, salty is what that is. And then
it doesn't taste good when it's not cooked.
No, it doesn't taste bad though. It's just different. It's different.
It's not the cheese that you're like, oh God, because cheese actually has it's not an additive. That's the wrong way to say it. Cheese actually is addictive when you eat it. It's got the right compound.
It's the same parts in your brain as heroin.
Correct.
100%.
It's the same thing as chocolate and sugar.
Yes.
So cheese has that same compound that triggers your brain. That's why you love cheese so much. Now, mind you, I'm allergic to dairy, so I don't ever eat this anymore at all, ever.
At all.
At all. But I'll make it all the time. I always have a brick in the fridge in case we have an impromptu entertaining.
Right.
Because I can bust this out. Problem solved. I always have wheat thins in the house. I've always got pineapple habanero jelly.
We are a huge charcuterie. I don't know how to say the stupid word. Charcuterie. Charcuterie. I will use that forever until some old lady hits me in the back of the head. Charcuterie. We love charcuterie in my house. And this is something you could put on our charcuterie board that would blow people's socks. Like you put that with all the rest of the fruits and I mean, we'll even go so far. Have you done the brie in the oven where you pour the honey over the brie when you do the charcuterie? I know you're the dairy.
No, I love brie. And brie does not love me, but I love brie. No, Derry and Jennifer don't get along, but that's okay. There's a huge advantage, especially if you're going a little bit more vegetarian, but you still need some kind of a solid protein and fat source. Mm-hmm. Cheese and dairy provide that. Now, the only thing I would say is pick a clean source, because when I had to explain to my children a couple of weeks ago that the easy cheese and the squirt can, I was like, that's plastic cheese. Now, sweet is sweet enough. One of our gals in retail made a little package for my brother and I of food because we're going through a funeral with my grandfather, and she just wanted to help out. And it was perfect because it had easy cheese, and Dewey grabs his out and hands it to me. And I come home and my husband's like, where the F did this come from? Because he knows I firmly 100% do not believe in it.
I lived on the squeezed cheese type thing.
They've already eaten one entire container and they've had it for 3 days. They're headed into the second one. They're so stoked about life right now.
When I was in Boy Scouts and we would do our camping trips and things like that, right? I would have a bottle of the squeezed cheese.
Yeah.
And the crackers. And that's what I would live on for. What are you eating? Squeezed cheese and crackers. Is it good?
Well, in the American cheese slices with the plastic wrap, I was like, that's mostly plastic. That's not cheese.
You both realize that there is no actual cheese in the products you're talking about.
Correct.
In fact, it's not even called cheese on the label. It's illegal to call it. It's what
because that is misrepresentation.
Pasteurized dairy spread.
Yes.
Is what those things are called. Because there's no cheese
There's
in there.
cheese flavoring.
But
it's
orange cancer is what it is. But that's just between us girls.
Oh, God. It's so gross.
Great.
Well, so I can tolerate a couple hard cheeses. It's not fun for me, but I can do it. So like I love Parmesans and Goudas and Munsters and Havartis and all of those. Those are and if you get me I like extra sharp whites. Yes. I don't you can keep your damn cheddar and your Colby and your Colby Jack. Like, it's fine.
I like the extra sharps because it weeds out the wieners.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean? The kids won't touch it. The husband perfect morph.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have
weeds
to share.
out the less dairy people. It really does.
I feel that way about avocados too. I didn't want. So I have a daughter right now that she loves sushi all of a sudden. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Well, and then she asked for it for takeout the other day. I was like, stay in your lane. Her father was just like, are you freaking, no, we're not getting sushi.
Drive-through sushi.
No, we're not doing that. And so she got pizza that night or Chinese food or something. So it worked out. But it's just that borderline between the parent kid. So sushi was always treated in my house. You had to go to dinner with mom and dad and do FaceTime. Like you had to have in-person. That's the only way you get sushi.
Wow.
You have to show up. You don't get sushi.
They don't just get to hit the
bought
cold
for you.
case at
No.
Winco or Fred Meyer. She don't just
They
get to do
kind
that.
of know about that, but they're not quite when they're like, oh, takeout. They don't think, oh, just take me to the grocery store. I'll get some sushi rolls. They haven't quite figured that out yet. Now, I
wonder
haven't
if they
told
watch
them.
your podcast. I'm just throwing it out there.
I doubt it. They
I doubt
probably
it,
have
too.
to
So we get
listen to me
enough mom at home
enough.
already.
I know.
We're
God,
not listening to her for fun.
if my parents, God, no. There's no way I'd ever listen to a parent podcast.
Never.
So why the hell would my children listen to
I
me?
get right.
Okay, so this was my impromptu because I forgot the mango cucumber. No, was it? Yeah, it was mango cucumber slaw that I made.
Which sounds marvelous.
So that'll be for dinner when I get home.
That sounds good.
Okay, so I did two other things. Oh yeah, he's gonna get.
Get
Let's
in there.
just kind of
Don't be bashful.
slide
Help a
those
brother.
over towards the camera. Okay,
So good.
we have two different dishes here. There we go.
Do it.
All
There
right,
you go.
so I also have an almond intolerance all of a sudden. So I did mac nuts because apparently I'm Hawaiian. If I have a choice. And Dave was born in Hawaii. So this is actually a good way to bring this full circle.
And, trivia type thing, or fun facts or whatever, right? I was born in Hawaii before it was a state.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
before
it was
declared.
just a territory. Okay.
I didn't realize that it was so recent. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm
And-
learning
That's fair.
something today.
That's fair.
Yeah.
My sister was born after it was a state. We were both, so we'll
that's
say,
hilarious.
if you had two siblings born in the same state and one's a natural U.S. citizen and the other, that type of thing. Well, no, it was a territory. When I was born, it was just a territory.
Military
So are
kids?
you technically
Yeah.
an American?
Of course.
He's
Okay.
damn
No,
sure
I'm
white.
just
Huh?
asking.
Yeah,
I'm
He's
just
for sure
Yeah.
white.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's kind of funny. Okay, so I made two different salads. I went with chicken because that was safe.
And easy. Mhm.
And I recommend too, when you guys if you're doing salad as a main course, I like to get a platter and kind of decorate it. Now, mind you, how I do food when I'm doing a platter. So we're talking about charcuterie boards. Charcuterie boards. You're looking for texture and color, right?
Right.
Diversity.
Right.
Treat the salad the same way. And you can even block it. You can say, I'm going to put all the tomatoes here. So think of those really beautiful chef made chopped salads.
Hold on.
You can group everything because you're still got two spoons and people will grab all the things they want.
Oh, you have to qualify. Go ahead.
No,
I'm just saying, do you have to qualify? Because I have friends that go, oh, I love salad. I go, no, bitch. You like blue cheese dressing and bacon is what's
Those
in
are
it.
different. Those
You
are
don't like
different.
salad.
Those are different.
Right? So I wonder if you have to qualify that
You
this
might
is an
have to.
actual salad.
Yes,
There's
actual
vegetables on this table.
lettuce.
I love salad. I do. I'll go down to shameless plug Sizzler, because
Oh.
of their salad bar.
Oh,
And
Hurts.
I'm like,
Hurts a
no,
little.
I'm just like,
but it's I don't okay, I'm gonna put the tomatoes over here and
He's
I'm gonna put the
also,
avocados
he
here.
likes Golden Corral and I
No,
can't.
I don't like
No,
Golden
it's not
Corral.
No, what am I thinking of?
I call
Cracker
it
Barrel.
Cracker
Cracker
He doesn't
Barrel.
know he likes
I love
Cracker Barrel. No, I was getting them mixed up
Yeah.
because they have the same color in their logo.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I pile it on. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great meal. I don't look at it from
Like an
okay, I gotta
artist.
have the tomatoes and I gotta have this. I mean, it's pretty. It'd be for a publication or as a centerpiece type thing. But you're gonna eat the damn thing.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Well, so I have this little side idea that I had came up with years ago. I've since abandoned it because I came from the restaurant world and I'm like, I'm never doing this. But I was going to open a food truck called Full Frontal. And it was open face sandwiches and chopped salads so that everything was in your face, right? And then I could have a play on like all the poo-paw things that aren't PC about like the dairyman's wife and the farmer's daughter. And like you could have fetish of the day and do the whole full frontal and be edgy at the same time, but it'd just be really healthy foods. And so I had to qualify each dish, had to have 4 colors, had to have 3 textures. Had to be healthy. I had to have different kinds of breads and stuff. I mean,
We're great in Portland.
Yep.
It would die a slow, painful death in Idaho.
You might be right.
Well,
It's
I don't
all right.
know.
I might
I
sell
think
the
if you went
idea
up-
to somebody
if you
because I
went up-
already have the menu completely developed and everything.
I think if
Like,
you went up
Sounds
to
like a
the-
marvelous idea.
Oh, yeah,
If you went
it
up to
is.
the Ketchum Haley area, I bet
you'd
you would
make a
do
killing.
just,
Agreed.
or maybe Coeur d'Alene. You would probably
Well,
do very
think
You
well.
have
about
to
all
pick your
these-
market. 'Cause
think
you
about
need,
all
you
these
need a little
people-
healthier,
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
little more green juice. If there's a lot of green juice stores, you probably got a chance.
Yeah.
Well, think about all of
200
these,
miles from a green juice store around here.
Right.
Just in case you were wondering.
Think about all these people who used to drink microbrews and now they're into all those seltzers.
Who?
Eh.
What?
Okay, so I run
Micro beers.
Micro
I
beers.
I
Okay.
run
I
micro.
thought you said Mukuru. What?
Huh? You're like, what? I don't know.
Close enough.
I work with Magic Valley Beer Festival, and it used to just be microbrews, and now it's a whole bunch of seltzers and bitch beers. And so I
Call
might
it cheer beer in my
cheer
house.
beer.
That's
Oh,
totally what
God,
we call
that's
it.
exactly-
Go get me
and-
some Bartles and James. I like the purple and I like the pink. Yes, dear. Be right back.
To each their own. It's
That's right. Whatever
I'm
it
just
takes
gonna
to-
have a salsa water and call it good, and then I'm gonna have a nice hearty beer that's a pork chop in a can because that's how I was raised.
hamburger
Now,
in every bottle.
I love all of it, so it works. But
Can you drink it? You
no,
can't have
no,
any
I
of it now,
can't drink
can you?
any of it anymore.
None of it.
But that's okay.
You're stone cold religious nowadays, aren't you?
I'm pretty
4 months?
straight laced.
Yeah.
Pretty straight laced.
Are you looking for it? I'm sorry, we're
No,
wandering,
you're okay.
but you're coming. Do you see an end to that? In other words, do you see yourself being able to have a cocktail or two down the road at some point, or do you feel like
Maybe.
you just don't know yet? It's too.
I
still,
don't know.
Still too early.
So what it came down to is I would have one drink, and my stomach was erect for 3 to 7 days.
was it the one drink, or was it the bar you were at snacking on all the crap you weren't supposed to when you had the drink?
No.
I'm being
Literally,
I'm
literally, it's just one cocktail.
just
it's
throws-
totally
and
normal.
Yeah.
So cocktail, not wine included.
Beer,
I'm saying.
beer and
Beer,
wine do it
beer,
the
wine.
same thing.
Shot of whiskey,
Yeah.
same, all the same. So it's
All the same.
the
I-
alcohol. It's not the mixers. It's not the sugar.
If I were to have just a shot of like reposado tequila, just clean,
yeah.
nothing else, and just be drinking water, I might be okay. But that's
I mean,
think of it this way: tequila is the only alcohol that's an upper. It comes from plants, and it's not grains because most liquor is grains.
correct.
And so I can't do grains.
starch.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't do grains or starch. And so if you go to 100% tequila, now I'm not talking like Patron, I'm talking
no.
Reposado or
Yeah.
Añejo. And that's about the only thing I can tolerate. And most of the time, if I get it in a mixed drink, like, so I order a margarita with those tequilas, like literally the sour makes my belly. So it's usually sugar.
We
It's a
learned that
problem.
the mixers is what gives you the hangovers. The
Oh,
mixers is what makes
terrible.
you feel terrible. You
It's
go and have
terrible.
3 or 4 straight up whiskey, straight up reposado, something.
Doesn't hurt you as bad.
You're not. Yeah, I
No.
mean, you might still have a but you might,
Yeah.
but it is not. It's the
not the same
stupid
thing.
cranberry or the
Mhm.
Coke. Oh my! It's just all the crap we
Well,
put
and
in it.
I'd
that
rather
hurts.
just have tequila with soda water with a lime.
There you
That's
go.
that's nice and clean.
clean.
And
it
I
sounds summery.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
and
really
not-
light.
might
But you
not
know what
hurt
I
you.
always loved? Cold beer on a hot day.
Mhm.
Like I love that.
But now you're back to grains. That's bread in a bottle,
I know.
and you can't.
And
Do, so that
I'm
makes sense.
like
You can't
I'm
do
bloated
bread.
for days, and it's just I'm uncomfortable. So no, I don't eat like that.
All right. So what do we have?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I
Back
have
to
a
food.
I have a Chinese chicken salad. Now I was
No
supposed to-
fruit.
Yeah,
There's no fruit in this
There's
salad.
actually no fruit in here, and I only half followed the recipe.
If you didn't hear the last one, they're both salad fruit people. I don't do
He
fruit in
doesn't
my salad.
fruit. He doesn't fruit.
Salad belongs in dessert, not in,
Eh?
or fruit belongs in dessert, not in salad.
This is where I might actually get
But
some
it could be
substance.
both.
My wife loves it, and she has turned me on to the Chinese chicken salad, which I think has like some cranberries and like a raspberry
Mandarins.
vinaigrette dressing.
Mandarin oranges.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it
I'm-
depends on which kind of Chinese chicken
Did you get a
salad
good picture of this, Zach? I mean, look
They
how
are
pretty.
pretty.
Look how pretty
It
that
is pretty.
That is great.
Well,
Yes, it
and the
is.
salad dressing was stupid easy. It was like garlic, ginger. I don't do soy sauce. I do coconut aminos, which
Yes.
tastes exactly the same.
tastes
Sesame
exactly the same. It's
sesame
better
oil.
for you.
Oh, it's a lot better for
So
you.
much better for you.
Sesame oil and some coconut oil because you needed a mild tasting oil, and then some salt. And I didn't even put the pepper in because I'm weird about pepper. And so it's just an.
Which is
it's-
weird because you're fine with hot peppers, but you just don't
I
do black
hate
pepper.
black pepper.
Really?
I
Is
hate
white
it.
pepper better for you? No, it's about the same.
I do. I like white and pink, but I don't
Really?
like black pepper.
Huh.
I don't.
You know,
I
I
got
almost,
weird things.
Second most used spice in
I almost feel like
history.
I'm on Chopped or on some type of cooking show. You know, you can smell the texture.
Yeah, you
Right?
smell
Very
the
nice.
That's what you're
texture.
trying to do. Oh, we gotta do a little bit of macadamia nut. Macadamia nut.
I can taste it in my mouth. Mm.
I don't have a palate cleanser. I'm sorry. I didn't get that good. But technically, ginger's in the dressing, and that should clear your palate
good.
from all of your
That's good.
guacamole.
Now, what did you just put in? I didn't see what. Oh, the macadamia.
Macadamia.
Okay.
Macadamias.
Now, the recipe called for almonds.
But you can't do almonds. So
I can't do almonds.
this is
Now,
her-
this would have been good though with sunflower seeds as well.
Or
Yes.
wontons.
Yeah, wontons are good, but you
Crumbled,
can't eat.
crumbled up
Yep, something with
ramen,
crunch.
something
Right.
with crunch.
Yep.
So I went with mac nuts because in my house I do mac nuts or pistachios instead of croutons because I have to have a crunchy. And I can have all the crunchy lettuce I want, but croutons, I am damn good at a homemade crouton because my grandmother on Moss side and my grandpa on my mom's side are really good at croutons. My grandpa used to send bags of croutons for Christmas and we'd fight over them.
We'd fight
Yeah,
over.
we'd fight over them. So.
What was the dressing?
It's just so it was ginger, garlic, soy sauce, sesame oil, and coconut oil with a little bit of salt.
A raspberry vinegar.
Oh, honey. There's honey in it. See, here's the thing. You're not. I know everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a salad with ranch." I'm like, "How American of you?" Oh, okay. There is so many different kinds of dressing. So I've quit buying dressing except for ranch because I have a daughter who she will lose her marbles if there's not ranch in the house. And I've started to just make all of her dressings from scratch. I made a miso vinaigrette the other night that is fire. And then I made a raspberry vinaigrette or a blueberry. No, I did a blueberry.
That'd be cool.
Blueberry vinaigrette. And my husband was like, I really wish you'd do something with oranges. And so I did an orange vinaigrette.
Wow.
And I mean, it literally takes you less than 5
No,
minutes. I got a
it's
little
so
bullet
stupid
blender.
easy.
And if you've got the basic ingredients, you can do anything. You need a fat, you need an acid, and you need flavor.
We bought a cool old timey, I don't know where it's from, but it's the jar that you mix dressing in.
Oh, yeah.
That has like 15 different recipes on the jar.
I have that jar.
And it is
I
so,
have
and
that
they're
jar.
so goddamn
2 of those jars.
easy and simple. And you're exactly right. It's like pour in fat here, pour in vinegar here, and then add whatever spice. But you just kind of spin the dial to whatever you want. Shake, 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 and you're eating
Well-
so much better than store bought stuff. And I'm a cream guy. I'm a blue cheese guy and a ranch guy.
Right.
I'm American. We
Right.
like our fat and our creamy.
Right.
But they're so damn good. And talk about good for you. When it's just a little soy, and we don't use soy either. We're not allergic to it, but I get a little goofy. Soy is all GMO because every soybean grown on the planet is a GMO product. So soy is a
That's-
GMO thing. Oh
That's
yeah.
not completely true.
Well, you're
Mass
probably going to
production.
buy. Yes, you're
Mass
probably right.
production.
But where soy sauce comes, average soy sauce takes 3 to 5 years to make. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
doing nothing special with soy sauce.
Right.
No.
It's GMO right out of the field and right into the pots.
Right.
So soy sauce itself is kind of the devil, even if you're not allergic to
and
it.
the thing about soy sauce, a lot of people don't realize it is a wheat-based product.
100%.
So if you are gluten intolerant, don't eat soy sauce. Guess what my favorite condiment is?
soy sauce.
I love soy
Of
sauce
course
and
you do.
teriyaki. Oh.
You would never hate the things you're allergic to. Then life would be fair.
Actually, I hate celery and it's in there, and I'm allergic to that. But we're gonna eat it anyway. I'm just gonna pick out those pieces.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Allergic to celery. So it
and-
just doesn't. It makes it just like
This is very
it's
good.
water and green vegetables. She's like, can't eat it. No.
Like says, I would
Celery
do,
salt makes me break out in hives in my mouth too.
Well, celery
Terrible.
salt's just pure celery.
Good job.
Yes, no doubt.
I would do a sweeter vinaigrette.
Right.
Absolutely.
that's,
But you could just add fruit to this
Good.
and you'd
to
have
sweeten
this-
a little bit.
Mhm.
because
Right.
I've got mangoes in there. I just-
Apples,
oh, absolutely.
cranberries.
Right. Could add a little sweet.
I know you're getting.
Nope.
I get it. It's just one of those weird things that I've just never purchased. It was never my thing. I didn't do it once in a while. She'll sneak
We
one
just
in.
have to get the right recipe with the right combination of things and just blow his mind, and then you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try all of them.
True. I mean, things that never. One of our go-to. It's late. Nobody's prepared anything. Is fish tacos.
Yeah.
Because we can do
I
fish
love
tacos
fish
in about
tacos.
5 minutes. Like even if everything's frozen, I can get fish out. We can steam it. Like fish tacos are on in a few minutes. And that was one of the things when I first heard that the words didn't even make sense to me. I'm like, it doesn't sound right. Sounds. And once you try, you're like, hold on, this is magic. It is magic. We don't fry. We don't do it. We steam it. Make our own mayo, or not aioli, but got to have a little fat.
Right.
That's
Right.
amazing.
You gotta have it.
That you got to have it.
You gotta have
It's
that.
unbelievable the difference.
My
Good.
family, everybody knows I don't like fish.
Right.
You know, so
I remember hearing this.
and
That is why it's all chicken today. There was gonna be shrimp.
There was
so
10-carat day.
when my daughter was living with us for a while, she makes a mean fish taco. I mean, really, really good, right? She says, Dad, you got to try it. So maybe Stephanie's watching this. So I'm giving you props if you're watching this.
Okay,
Um,
good job.
That-
Because he is a stubborn man.
yes. She
She
says, Dad, you just try it. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't like.
Rabble,
Yeah, I don't
rabble.
like fish. And ate it. Can I have another, please?
Yeah.
I would like to eat crow now.
Yes. We started at a restaurant that was famous for it, and the restaurant is fried fish. And so that was our entrance into fish tacos.
Yeah.
And fried fish tacos are great too. I like it. I prefer it steamed. I don't need I don't need the fried. It's just fine.
That's right.
And we eat it on the regular
20-second rule.
Yeah.
20-second rule.
That's on the table.
Now this might be good with wheat thins.
That
Or
would be
wheat
that
thins.
tastes a lot to me like something I would put on a sandwich.
That's
That's
great.
like
Oh,
a
so
chicken salad.
the chicken salad
I already
sandwich.
have some of that, but thank you for
Okay.
helping. Yes, is like a variation on like a chicken salad sandwich recipe.
Yeah,
Delicious.
absolutely.
Got lots of crunch, all kinds of stuff working for it.
Okay, so this one had parsley,
Yes, I get a lot of
and
herb.
dill.
Yep, I get both of those.
And so chicken. So it originally called for Greek yogurt. I used coconut Greek yogurt because
Is that a non-dairy option?
non-dairy. Yep.
Okay, interesting. I never even heard of that. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Not only that, this is excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this would be great.
The herbs.
You know,
he's-
in a panini type.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
pita bread.
Yeah.
Pita bread. You could fill a pita with that, no problem, all
Ooh.
day long.
I do crackers, and actually, I followed this recipe almost exactly, believe it or not, which I have admitted on previous episodes that I suck at following a recipe. So
Surprises me
I
because you're a good baker and you got to follow recipes to be a good baker. So that's interesting.
if you have a good base, you can mess with it.
Can.
So if I have a really good base banana bread and a base cookie, and I just throw in different mixers all the time.
She does. Dude,
So-
she's famous for like, hey, try my zucchini, blueberry, lemon peach bread. What? What did she just say? I think she threw everything in the fridge this morning and we made bread.
It's kitchen sink
It was
bread.
delicious. I'm not complaining. It wasn't really good,
I
but it was
told
like
it.
4 things that I've never heard of in a bread before.
Yeah, I do that constantly.
Is there mango in it? That will be my next
Yeah.
question from
Is
now
there
on.
mango
Is
in
there
it?
mango in it?
Just say it in front of Tammy; she'll bust up. Now on this one, you could put nuts in it to give it a
Totally
different
could, a little
crunch.
more crunch. Sunflower
You
seeds
could
would
do,
be
you could do
perfect.
shredded carrots. You could do a cranberry. You could do a dried fruit of any kind.
Tomato.
Oh,
I'm thinking of sandwich. This is sandwich
That,
stuff
to
now.
me,
That's
that,
right. Oh my
that
God.
needs a piece of bread around it
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
It's perfect. Perfect chicken
or
salad.
a pita. Oh, chicken on the run.
Chicken salad's a weird thing because it scares me when you go out because I feel like anybody that's giving you chicken salad, like how old is the chicken that you
Yeah,
made?
yeah.
Terrifying.
Oh my God, it scares me. So we do
Terrifying.
not order, but this is something I would expect at kind of a higher end restaurant
Yeah.
as their chicken salad offering. You know what I mean? Where you go, my God, this is really good. It's not old. It wasn't because I got 4 chickens that nobody's touched in 3 weeks. This is really
Yeah, it's good.
high end. Herbs. People do not realize what a difference fresh herbs make. And
Right.
we grow a lot of herbs and sell them. So please come buy some. So here's what you got to do. You need a kitchen herb garden. And what that means is it has to be planted right near your kitchen.
So you
So that
see it,
if
so you
you
use
see
it.
it, smell it, you can walk out the door, snatch up a few herbs
Right.
and go back. Fresh herbs are over the top, taking food to the next level. I'm sorry, I'm moving your mic. And you would never do it for sure because you spend $3 on an herb at Albertsons and it's dead before you get it home. And you go, I'm never spending $3 on this again. Or you can just plant it in your garden. And almost every herb that we do here is a perennial.
Right.
So you
Almost.
plant it once, almost, not all of them,
Almost.
but almost all. Or if they're not perennials, they're self-seeders. I planted dill one time 7 years ago. My garden's full of dill. I planted parsley one time 7 years ago.
Oh.
My garden is full of parsley.
I
So
have
some of these, they're
so
not
many
perennials.
chives.
Chives, I got
many
chives coming on my butt. I
many
can help
chives.
you do that. You got to cut the flowers off is the way to keep them under
Oh,
control.
it's already too late.
No, they're not. Your chives are already blooming.
Uh-huh. I
Oh,
live in
you're-
the center of town.
You must be warm because mine aren't.
It's in the hottest part of my patio.
Okay.
Just cooking.
Okay, they're beautiful. You know, herbs, fresh herbs, you guys. You would not believe how it takes average cooking and knocks it up a huge level just by sprinkling. Fresh parsley is so magical. It's the stupidest thing ever, and you can almost put it on everything.
See,
And-
I didn't want to put
elevate.
it in here because parsley's really unimpressive for me, but it does a lot for the
oh,
dish.
It does.
it's that beautiful.
It's a fresh.
It's the perfume.
Well, and
It's a
like if
smell.
you're
Oh.
into winter, like using fresh sage on a roast, like it totally changes it. Doing rosemary. And there's a certain kind of rosemary that you actually use as a skewer on your meat, put on the grill.
We started taking
Use
herbs.
the rosemary as the skewer. So
Use the
the
Use
stalk.
the
part,
stem
yeah.
of
Use the
rosemary
stem of
as
it.
the skewer.
Yeah.
Right. We started taking herb because they come so beautiful when the seasons come. And then when you want them, like, where did they all go? Parsley, cilantro,
Dill,
dill,
basil.
in a blender with water. into an ice cube tray, and now I have
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
bag
There's
of
that.
frozen part.
Yeah.
We do cilantro. Every Mexican dish we cook all year long
So-
gets 2 ice cubes of cilantro, fresh out of my garden.
Right.
All it is
Yeah.
cilantro and water. It's
Yep.
magic, and it takes you 2 seconds.
Also, if you and you can go back to one of our past episodes, I think it was like our 4th or 5th episode that we did for Bloom in Full Color. We made a chimichurri sauce. Well, now chimichurri is what pico de gallo is to Mexico. Chimichurri is to Argentina and Chile.
Okay.
So
I didn't
it
know
is
that's
a
what it-
blend of different herbs with a fat, so like an oil, and you spread it across steaks because they have a really big beef population. Like
Right.
beef's a staple protein for those cultures. And so chimichurri is what you put on every steak. So anytime there's a good chimichurri, I pay attention because if chimichurri is incredible on a steak because it's so much.
Flavor.
Well, I can't do butter. How stupid
Right.
is that?
Right.
You know, and I used to, and I just torture myself and just don't do that.
You got to get old enough
Me-
to where it's not worth it.
Yeah, I
There's
hit
some
that
point you go,
point.
I'm tired of feeling like shit.
I
I'll
hate
make
feeling
changes.
like shit.
Fine, Uncle.
I quit.
I know
Yeah,
he's
with
ready to
your
wrap
with
up.
your food ideas and things like that that we do. There's a couple employees here that are just excellent on the food
Yes.
side of it, and it would be cool to have Susanna come in and do her papitos and
And she loved it. I had to
Yeah.
beat her today to get to take my money for cooking for the foodie fry. I'm like, look, you don't understand. I'm charging people for your food. You're taking my money. This is not a charity thing. Anyways, she's amazing.
Susie's
Yeah.
Guatemalan,
Su-
and we are
oh.
we are
And
stupid
then
lucky to have her.
Pupusas,
Yeah.
arepas.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she makes
And then-
good food.
take Zach out to her garden.
Oh, geez.
she's really proud of.
Well,
Yeah.
you know,
we
and
need to
that's-
take him out and fly her garden is what
Yeah.
we need to do because that should be in a picture for us someplace. She plants more
Susie
flowers in her
only
house.
works here to get flowers.
100%.
That's
She is.
it. She doesn't need to work.
Nope.
She does just
She
fine.
is here for flower credits, which
well-
is how I paid her for the food, by the way. I'm like, flower credits coming out of ESOP. Go put it on. Don't even ask her. Go put it on her account.
Go.
Uh-huh. Very
All
funny.
right. Well, so now your homework for this episode is I challenge you to use some fresh herbs. That's a good idea. And then try to make a dressing from scratch.
Yes.
You're going to see how stupid easy it is.
And
And
how
then
much you
s-
like it.
And it'll make you feel so much better because like store-bought dressings wreck
No,
me.
I will admit I have never made a dressing, so I'll take
Do
that
it.
challenge.
Do it. I'll give you a couple of
The-
recipes.
The beauty of this too is you get to do it your taste. Whatever you and Mary dig is what you put in the dress, and it'll turn out perfect because it's your. You know what I mean?
That's exactly
oh, we
what
hate
it is.
parsley. We're not putting parsley. I hate garlic. So you just get to
Or
customize just a
I
little bit.
really, really love mustard with honey, but my favorite mustard is this mustard, and it's not the yellow mustard. And making your own, like there's a maple vinaigrette that I do with a Dijon that is,
Ooh.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh.
maple instead of honey, just rounds out
Which is
the
so good for you, too.
sweetness. Yeah, so
So good
I
for you.
only actually sweeten stuff with maple and honey now. That's the only sugars I do. So
We're gonna go get grade B and grade A, and we talk about that. How B's got a little bit more good stuff for you. She already knows. You're already
There
you're
you go.
down.
All right,
You're
Zach,
know.
I'm getting ideas here for a Magic Valley cooking show of some sort. So
it's probably gonna happen somehow, some way. It'll happen one of these days.
Yeah.
Wait, we might even be able to get Idaho Preferred to work with us and
Oh,
get
there
all
you go.
Idaho producers
Yeah.
involved.
Ooh.
I bet we could do a traveling cooking show.
That'd
I
be,
like
cool.
it.
That'd be cool.
This could be doable. They want a marketing arm. We'll figure it out.
That's right.
Okay, so your homework is definitely try to use a fresh herb one time this week, and then in the next 2 weeks, try a new dressing
Yes.
and
I'll try
try
a new
to make it
dressing. I
from
do fresh
scratch.
herbs all the time. I like those.
Yeah, it's love fresh herbs. I'm to that part of the season too, and we have a potato salad recipe we tried another time, and we will share these recipes.
Right. There you
on
go. Put them online or Facebook
we'll
or something.
put it with the show notes.
There you go.
So go to your favorite platform for podcasts and subscribe. We are on all streaming platforms. And then also we've got a YouTube channel. Click that little subscribe button so that you can always see what the hell chaos we're up to. My rule is don't do anything you couldn't explain to an ambulance driver
And wear
So
clean
that-
underwear. Just throwing it out there.
all the time.
And if
You
you're-
never know when you're going to need clean underwear.
And
So-
if you're watching on YouTube, let us know. Give us your favorite, maybe your favorite dressing or your favorite type of salad. That
Absolutely.
would be cool to see.
Share it with
so,
us.
absolutely.
All right, with that, we invite you to go live life in full color because plain's pretty boring. Thanks, guys.
See ya.